Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Offense in a bunch formation. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He wants to go deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to get the corner. Breaks the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Back to throw, it's Reed. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Finds his man. It's Benson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. Just keeps moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
The Ducks are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. the sure hands. It's Moore.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Fires to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
The Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running back searching for a hole. Got a little space. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Reed. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Moore to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Hughes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rushes on him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 4th down, going to the air. He wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got room at the 35. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Aggies are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Got it in the middle, it's Whittington. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Oregon 7, Texas A&M 0.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Air Force has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up by 35 over the Judicials. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Well, they say the bounces eventually even out, but they've been pretty much one-sided today.
And the defense needs something to happen so bad. You're in a deficit already. You get your hands on a football, and the offense still makes the play. That is so demoralizing for this team.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whittington. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Buys a little time with his feet. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm. Something.
Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to beat.
It's a seam wide open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases.
Breaks free. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make